I welcome you all to MOOC's course entitled Community Engagement and Social Responsibility. We will be discussing Unit 1 titled Community Engagement. Unit 1 has been divided into two modules. Today, we will be discussing Module 2 of Unit 1 titled Local Community, Rural Culture and Practice of Community Engagement. So, the learning objectives after studying this lecture, you will be able to understand the concept and characteristics of rural culture. You will be able to learn the concept and aim of rural community development. Will identify the important programs or the areas for rural community development. Will also explore in this lesson the rural development schemes of government and will study the principle, forms and practices of community engagement at large. So, by covering these topics, this lecture intends to orient the learners with the concept of rural culture and its features. The lecture also focuses on the concept of rural community development and its various objectives for the well-being of the rural community. This lecture also covers the changes in the Indian rural lifestyle over the period of time. In the interest of the learners, the entire module has been divided into 7 parts. In the first part of module 2, we will be studying about the rural culture and the characteristics of rural places. So, we will start this lecture with the introduction of rural culture. So, what is rural culture basically? First, we need to understand what do we mean by rural culture. So, rural culture refers to civilization with a low popular density and compared to open land and where food and raw material production are the primary occupations. So, what it means? It says that generally we say rural culture is that type of civilization where the population is comparatively low, the area which is available, the land which is available and the food and raw material, that is their primary source of income, you can say, or the occupation available to them. Or in other words, we can say that agriculture is usually followed by rural cultures not only as a source of income but also as a way of life. Okay, everybody is somehow, some manner engaged in some kind of agriculture activities. Maybe that is for their part-time purpose, not the major source of their income or the livelihood completely depends upon the agriculture. But yes, every people who belongs to the rural community or rural culture, somehow they are connected with the agriculture also. So, there are some specific characteristics of this rural place. Basically, these characteristics and features will understand in two ways. First, we are going to discuss about the characteristics of the rural place itself, the area which we are talking about, how we are defining or saying, yes, this is a rural place. And then we'll talk about the features of the people who are living in that rural areas. Okay, so when we talk about the characteristics of the rural places, as we already discussed in the concept itself, the open homes encompasses a wide range of courtyards in the house pattern, which you can see in this picture also, that the open homes are there, and in rural life the mud huts are the most typical building pattern. So, you can see this is also here, the mud huts are there or the building, and even in rural life, the as we discussed, agriculture is connected with a large number of people. The other characteristics involve that in rural life, there is informal social groups exist, where individuals are familiarized to gathering in a shared area in the evening to share their daily activities, concerns and interests. The very common thing which you will find in the rural community or in the rural area or in rural places, that the people are becoming the member of any particular group in the informal manner, okay, whatever, and they used to share whatever their activities they have carried out in the whole day, that they are discussing in that close group, or this group may be the friends, relatives or the people who belong to that particular place. So, other than this, in rural culture, the panchayat system is often used to solve their daily difficulties. We'll find that instead of every time filing the case or the complaint if there is some kind of dispute arises. No, these kind of disputes they are solving with the help of the panchayat system, and all the people who belong to that particular society, they are always welcoming and following the solutions given by that particular panchayat. So this is also very specific characteristics which we used to find in the rural places. Then the society's literacy rate is typically low. If we compare the rural society with the urban society, so we'll find that the literacy rate is typically low. And here also, very specifically, the females are discouraged from pursuing higher education. If it is mandatory, or with the help of the government initiatives, it becomes compulsory mandatory that primary education is the right of all children. So their parents are sending the girls also along with their son for studying purpose, but only for primary education. They are not allowed to continue with their higher education. So this is also a typical feature or characteristics of the rural place. Then the religious belief have an important role in the social lives of individual in rural area. Okay, people are very religious by nature, and they have some kind of fear in their mind always that if we'll do something which is not on a regular basis we used to do, so maybe possible some natural disaster will take place, and that natural disaster they consider as that this is the alarm, this is the basically from the God side that we are not following their instructions or we are not doing the worship properly. That's why this is happening, if rain is not there or if some other kind of thing. So that they are very strong in terms of their religious belief. Then in rural areas, we'll also find that the urban amenities are not available at large, like you can say the schools, hospitals, roads, power, connections, gas facilities, and internet. They are severely lacking in the rural places. Okay, still, yet nowadays, if we'll compare in comparison of the past time period, so much changes have taken place. That also we'll discuss in this lecture itself. But yet, still, we can say in comparison of urban development or urban facilities which are available, the village places are or the rural places are lacking in that. So these were the features on the basis of the locality, rural locality or the rural places. Now we'll talk about the features of rural community. The people who want how they are spending their life in that particular rural area, or they are by living in that particular rural area, they are forming a community. Okay, which is our major concern. What we are discussing here is about the community. Okay, we are talking about the community engagement. So what happened, all those people who are living in that rural areas, they are making or they are forming a rural community. So in the part 1, we discussed about the rural culture and the characteristics of rural places. In the next part, we will discuss about the features of rural community. Thank you.